Today, we're going to share 15 tips on proper tea etiquette. Find out all there is to know about traditional afternoon tea decorum and take a closer look at some of the quintessential British customs and traditions surrounding tea. Let's get started. If you are sitting and enjoying afternoon tea, your saucer should stay on the table. Never pick up your saucer, only your teacup. But if you are at a garden tea or enjoying tea while standing, then you should hold your saucer and bring your cup of tea with you as you enjoy chatting with company and friends. Tea should be served by the host. It's considered quite improper for tea to be poured by the waitstaff. Friendship has always been at the heart of afternoon tea, and out of respect for your guests, you should offer to pour their cups of tea for them. From friend to friend. When you fill their cups, make sure to leave room for them to add milk and sugar if they wish. Never fill a teacup all the way to the top. Only fill it about 3/4 of the way. Yes, slurping loudly is a common form of respect and manners in many Eastern countries. But slurping your afternoon tea is not proper or polite at all. You should take care to make absolutely no sound while you're eating, drinking, or stirring. Always sip your tea quietly and never swish tea around your mouth for any reason. Don't blow on your tea to cool it down. Allow your tea to cool down on its own before you take small sips. Remember that you are enjoying a delicate cup of afternoon tea, not just a large mug of hot liquid. Did you know? Afternoon tea and high tea are not really the same. You might think that the words high tea have a nice fancy ring to them, but high tea is not fancy at all. The word high does not come from high class. Rather, its history is actually rooted in the working class. Afternoon tea, on the other hand, is a proper and elegant event that is adorned with finger sandwiches, scones, and sweets. Afternoon tea is made complete with a 3-tiered stand, and this has its own set of rules. The bottom tier is for sweets and desserts. The middle tier is for finger sandwiches. The top tier is reserved for warmed scones. By putting your warmed scones on the top, the rising heat won't melt your desserts or warm your sandwiches. It was also common practice for your scones to be kept warm by covering them up on the top tier. That's right. There's actually an order of eating when you're in an afternoon tea. It is best to eat your sandwiches first, your scones second, and your desserts last. Basically, you will want to start with your savory food and end with your sweets. You might think it's rude to eat with your hands, and that eating with silverware is much more appropriate for afternoon tea. But this is not correct. Eating with your hands is perceived as polite and humble during afternoon tea. Besides, finger sandwiches and bite-sized treats are perfect for eating with your hands, and you don't really need silverware most of the time. Silverware is only provided for soft, squishy cakes and scones that must be spread with jam and cream. Eating with your hands in an afternoon tea can leave your fingers quite messy at times, and you might be tempted to lick them clean at some point. But actually, this is considered bad manners. Instead, use your napkin to clean your fingers in a subtle way, and always dab your mouth clean. Never wipe it with your napkin. When sitting at a table, your napkin should stay in your lap. But if you must stand up and leave, then you should fold your napkin and set it on the left side of your table setting. Don't put your napkin on your plate or on your chair. Remember to stay as quiet as possible while enjoying afternoon tea. This means you should take small sips and small bites of food. You should never chug your tea or swig your tea back. Take only small bites of your treats and finish your bite before you take another. Never cut your scone in half and dollop them with cream and jam. The proper way to eat a scone is to break off small chunks and add cream and jam to each bite. Never just dip your scone in cream or jam. Always use your utensils to spread the toppings, otherwise you will get crumbs all over the place and make a mess. You especially don't want to do this with shared sides of cream and jam. Be sure to scoop an appropriate amount of scone toppings onto your own plate using the cream and jam utensils that have been provided to you. Never use your own utensils to scoop these toppings onto your plate. Scones should never be dunked. They are not like biscotti, as they are a much more delicate pastry. Dunking your scone is not only rude, but also it leaves crumbs and mush in the bottom of your teacup, which may tempt you to use your teaspoon for things other than stirring. Afternoon tea, even in England, is considered a special occasion, and so you should dress appropriately. A smart, casual dress code is perfect for most afternoon tea. When you dress up, it makes the occasion all the more special, memorable, and fun. Lastly, never ever put your phone on the tea table. Keeping your phone away means you are respecting the restful afternoon tea that you are sharing with other people. Be fully present and enjoy every moment of it. Remember that this is a time to relax and take a break from the busy world around you.